Ruchita, you've slammed every trendy diet there is in this book. I would just tell everyone to pick this up. I mean, you know, I don't know whether I have at least every friend I know is on some trendy diet, right? Whether it's a gut detox or doing intermittent fasting or protein diets. You're particularly angry about this protein thing, right? Can you like tell us like what gets your goat? Like why does it irritate you so much?
Well, actually, I don't have even one diet which is like, you know, I love them equally or I hate them equally because they keep me in business. So if there were no diets, you know, I would not have any work to do. But I always say this, that if your diet has a name, it is bound to fail. Protein diet now, I guess, because, you know, one of the things that I've written about in the book is also that diets are getting nastier, because earlier people would just be on one diet. Now they're on multiple diets together. So they will be on a high protein, low carb, IF and cleanse all together in 1 week. And then you are having people who are constantly hangry. You know, they're hungry, therefore they're angry, they're snapping, they're just very, I guess, agitated, and they're not even feeling good about themselves. And the thing of obsessing with any kind of nutrient, now of course it's protein. Earlier when I started, it was about fat. People would avoid fat at all cost. Now they're having fat at any cost, even if it's ghee in their black coffee, or, you know, butter on their black coffee or whatever. So going nutrient specific is just bad, and I feel it is terrible for culture, climate, cuisine. And we often we run after a nutrient at the cost of our identity and of our diversity. I think our food, our ghar ka khana, is a reflection of both our identity and the fact that we are such a diverse population. We eat so differently from one another. But when we give up on our local, seasonal, traditional ghar ka khana, I think we really, one diet that I hate a lot, I hate them all equally.
Now, Kareena, admit it, when you're not working with, you know, I know you work with her on particular moments in the year, etc. Do you have like a trainer who's saying whey protein cow, and they must, you know, you must have other people you work with, whether it's a trainer or something, giving you kind of the advice like, oh, have your 5 eggs and all that. How do you, and have you ever been on, in your pre-Rujita days, on some crazy diet that you can recall?
The thing is that because we've been together for so many years, that even if I'm like fall off the wagon, or I'm like, you know, she is very, you know, pro-vegetarian, and, you know, we work together in a way where when I'm pure vegetarian, like, I think it makes me feel personally, and like my body, my face, it transforms it. So I've had experiences with that and with her. So my relationship with food is so easy and so simple in the last, like, you know, 10, 15 years, that I just go back to the same food. So I'm like always like very happy with it. I don't want to experiment with anything else, because whether it's good for me or bad for me, but I just love the fact that it comforts me, it makes me feel happy. I feel amazing, and that's the most important thing for me, you know.
So have you guys ever, which is about drink. Now, I like having a drink, okay? And especially a long
No,
day.
she's the wrong person. I'm telling you, avocado and all this, you can't. Don't address all these issues in front of Ruchita. She gets really like, no.
And Ruchita knows this, right? I get very nervous, right? Because I also like, I feel very scared of it. For some reason, Ruchita's one of those people I don't like offending, you know.
Oh.
I'm like, oh my God. I thought I really do. So is there one thing that you hide from her? Do you have that same relationship with her? And what do you feel about the drink? Does Ruchita say, no, you can't have that one drink at the party? What is your
I mean,
attitude?
she's always like, Ruchita has a thing, you know, the beauty about her is that she'll never say no, you know. But she'll always be like, yeah, okay, have it. But I mean, it's coming from a place which is not really happy. So it's like, oh my God, like, why? Or then she'll be like, no, have this with this, have that with this. So I'm just like, oh no, this isn't going anywhere. But it's, what I love about her is that, listen, she'll always say, like, no, you'll be fine. Just eat dal rice, just eat this. Don't eat all, whatever, like how you started saying that, whether it's sardo, whether it's this. I've eaten all of that, and I don't feel good about it. But when I'm at home and I eat like my simple khana, I don't care what it is, but I feel like a zillion bucks. And I think there's nothing like a home cooked meal after a hard day's work. If, now Saif and me have even started cooking ourselves because we enjoy it. And Rujita is quite like, for the fact is that, cook your meals, eat your meals, keep it simple. So we kind of also made it a way of life like that. And somehow it reflects in our personality of being happy.
So who's the better cook?
He definitely. I don't know. I think males make better chefs. I don't know.
Yeah. So it's
Somehow.
like, I think she's the next brand ambassador for gender neutral kitchens, for people cooking often, for people eating as a family with children. So I think it's important that
at least he cooks better than me. Yeah. But that is for sure. Because I don't know. I can't even boil an egg. I don't think it's also to do with interest.
Yes, it's got to do with interest. And I think he has to cook because he has to impress her. She doesn't need to impress him, So, yeah. I think cooking is, you have to come to a point where you actually begin to enjoy your cooking. But I want to answer that question about whether or not she ever gets recommendations about she should be eating in a certain way and stuff. When I started working with Kareena, it was in 2007. The book came in 2009, but we started working together in 2007. And one of the reasons why her body shifted like the way it did is because she was never on a diet. One of the reasons why she worked with me is because she had this guarantee that I am not going to deprive her of food. So long before I came into her life, she was very sure that she is not going to get in shape at the cost of depriving herself of things that she enjoyed eating. And I love that about her, that confidence, that security, because it makes my job much easier. And I have noticed this, that confident women get compliments and insecure women get comments. So if you're getting too many comments about what you should be eating and what you should be wearing and how you need to lose weight, I think it's your insecurity that others are latching on to. And when you're confident, I think people just want to copy you or give you a compliment on how great you look. So she's a confident person, so no one dare tell her what to eat,
Come back to that thing that bugs me a little bit, and then we're going to move to the next question. So why do you hate drinks so much? Why, like for you, it's like... No, so what I mean is, I know if I told Rujuta I ate gulab jamun, she'd be like, enjoy it. Right? Totally. Do you find that? So, because Rujita's view on gulab jamun is, eat your gulab jamun, enjoy it. You know you shouldn't eat it every day. The day you enjoy it, eat it without guilt.
How to drink, no? Yeah. See, here's the thing that we now know that...
Really? Are you...
Yeah.
Am I allowed to drink once a week?
But she drinks a lot more than once a week. So it's like... Yeah. Yeah. So... More every day, So the thing
Sorry,
is that
guys. You're now learning my secrets too.
Well, we now know, science now knows that any amount of alcohol is bad for health. It's just like any amount of smoking is bad for health. So you're better off not doing it. And a thumb rule is, if you're going to drink, then eat first, drink later, and then have a glass of water between your two drinks. You say that to anyone, they're like, "Fir to chadegi nahi." But if you must drink, I think that's how you should drink. And after you've had a drink, I think don't give your opinion on anything to anyone. Don't call and don't stalk your ex. Don't go on social media. See?